You know that classic horror scenario, right? Being home alone at night? Well, we're about to dive into a story from writer Mehwish Ashraf that takes that idea and just twists it. It reveals how easily our own minds can become the most terrifying intruder in the dark. Seriously, think about it for a second. What's the one sound that would send an absolute chill down your spine? A sudden creak from the floorboards upstairs? A whisper from a room you thought was empty? That sharp, sudden knock at the door? Hold on to that thought, because the story we're getting into tonight, it kind of starts with all of them. So, let's meet our guy, Ali. He's 21 years old. It's one of those cold winter nights, the kind where snow is quietly falling outside your window. His parents just took off for a wedding, which means he's got the entire place to himself. And that silence? It's not scary. It's peaceful. It's perfect. This is his spot, his sanctuary. Every room, every shadow. It's all familiar. He's just cocooned in the warmth of his own home with absolutely no reason in the world to feel anything but completely and totally at ease. So what does he do? Exactly what any of us would do. He sinks into the couch, flips on his favorite show, grabs some chips. Later on, he gets up and makes some dinner. Just a perfectly normal, blissfully quiet evening. Or so he thought. Yeah, about that perfect quiet, it's not gonna last. This is that exact moment when an ordinary night starts to fray at the edges, and it's all broken by a single, very simple sound. Just try to picture it. He's eating his dinner. The only sounds in the entire world are the low hum of the TV and the soft clink of his fork hitting the plate. The house around him is just still. And then he hears it, a really faint tapping. At first, he just kind of dismisses it. It's an old house, the wind's picking up outside, it's probably just a loose shutter or something, right? But the thing is, the sound doesn't stop. In fact, it gets a little louder, a little more insistent. So he gets up, checks the window, and okay. Big sigh of relief. It's just a tree branch tapping against the glass. He sits back down, but that little seed of unease, it's already been planted. And that's when he hears it. The second sound. Now, this isn't just a simple tap. This is a strange noise, an unsettling noise that his brain just can't explain away. And just like that, the comfort of his own home starts to dissolve. This is where the real fear starts to take hold. An unsettling situation is one thing, but it's about to become absolutely terrifying. And for Ali, it happens in an instant, with the loss of the one sense we all take for granted. Our sight. And boom, the lights just die. He's plunged into this absolute, suffocating blackness. All of a sudden, the rooms he knows so well feel completely alien. Hostile, even. His vulnerability just skyrockets. He's fumbling around for his phone. It's his only weapon against this oppressive darkness. He switches on the flashlight, and that narrow beam just cuts a nervous path ahead of him. He's got one mission: find the fuse box, bring order back to the chaos. But the house, it feels different now, bigger, and it feels like it's filled with these huge, looming shadows. He glances at his phone screen, and his blood just runs cold. 10%. He's not just fighting the darkness anymore. Now he's fighting the clock. As he's stumbling through the living room, he just freezes. He hears it, that unmistakable sound of footsteps, coming from directly above his head. He is not alone. The fear is no longer just in his imagination. It's real. He looks down at the phone again. 4%. The flashlight actually flickers. And that's it. Total panic just washes over him. He is trapped in the dark with someone or something, and his only light is about to die. So now he has a choice. Does he hide and just wait for the light to die? Or does he confront whatever is making that noise upstairs? Well, fueled by pure adrenaline and terror, he chooses to face it. Every single step he takes on that staircase creaks, and it sounds like a cannon shot in the silent house. His heart is just hammering against his ribs. He can feel it, that sense that eyes are on him from the shadows. He is literally walking toward the source of his fear. He gets to the top of the stairs. He raises his phone, and there, at the far end of the hall, caught for just a split second in that dying light, is a shape, a human silhouette. And it's just standing there, motionless. And then the figure starts to move, slowly, deliberately, right toward him. As it gets closer, the flashlight illuminates an absolute nightmare. It's a man dressed all in black. And his face, it's just a blank white mask. And in his hand, the phone's failing light catches the glint of steel. He's holding a knife. This is it. This is the absolute peak of the horror. It's pure instinct at this point. Ali just lunges, a scream totally caught in his throat. He slams into the man, his hand grabbing for the wrist that's holding the knife. He smacks it away, lands a wild punch, and then he just runs. He bursts out the front door into the freezing night, not stopping until he is hammering on his neighbor's door, screaming for help. The immediate danger is over. He's safe. But this story, oh, it is not over. Because now comes the most fascinating part. The slow, strange unraveling of what really happened in that house. So the police arrive and they do a thorough search of the place. They check everywhere and they find nothing. No signs of a forced entry, no footprints in the fresh snow outside, no masked intruder. The man has completely vanished without a trace. It makes absolutely no sense. A few days later, the truth is finally pieced together. That persistent tapping, it was that tree branch he'd already seen. That creepy, unnatural sound, turns out it was his own cat who had gotten himself stuck up in the attic. The footsteps he heard upstairs, they were his own, echoing in the dead silent house. And the intruder, that terrifying man in the mask, he was a phantom built entirely from a collection of small, harmless events, all woven together by his own mounting fear. And this leaves us with a really chilling thought, doesn't it? Ollie's terror was absolutely real to him. He saw that figure. He felt that panic. His experience proves that sometimes the most terrifying intruder isn't the one breaking down your door. It's the one your own mind quietly builds for you in the dark.